Hey guys, and welcome back to another top 10 list. Today I will be counting down the top 10 fighters in the Marvel Universe. When I say the Marvel Universe, I am referring to both the comics and the films, so many characters who appear in this list may not have yet appeared in the MCU. Before I kick off the list, I want to say that when I say best fighters, I do mean martial arts and technique rather than those who have won more fights. For example, a character like Thor or Hulk could beat Iron Fist. However, that doesn't mean they are better fighters, but rather their powers outmatch his. With that being explained, let's kick off the list. So, coming in at number 10, we have Black Widow, aka Natasha Romanoff. Trained from a very young age to become a master assassin, Natasha Romanoff has mastered multiple forms of hand-to-hand combat including Aikido, Judo, Karate, Savate, boxing and various other forms of martial arts. Natasha also underwent various biochemical augmentations during her time in the Black Widow training ops, giving her advantages in hand-to-hand battles such as enhanced durability, speed, reflexes, stamina and strength. You don't have to look much further than the MCU version of the character, played by Scarlett Johansson, who proves she is not a good person to piss off. Moving on to number 9, we have another character that has shown her fighting prowess in the MCU, Gamora. As the last of her species, the Zenwoberus, Gamora was adopted and trained by the Mad Titan Thanos to become a living weapon. Like Natasha, Gamora has enhanced speed, strength, agility and durability. However, her enhancements are greater than that of Natasha's, as she was enhanced to combat cosmic threats such as Adam Warlock. Gamora has exceptional knowledge and training with various weapons, but predominantly uses her dagger, which contains unknown properties allowing her to slay immense cosmic beings such as Thanos and the Magus. Gamora is an extraordinary fighter, having faced beings such as the Magus, Adam Warlock, Drax the Destroyer and the Mad Titan himself. She is not a character to mess with and really deserves her comic title of the deadliest woman in the universe. Coming in at number 8 we have the short but deadly James Howlett, aka Wolverine. Wolverine is predominantly known for his phenomenal regeneration abilities and retractable claws coated in the unbreakable adamantium. However, Wolverine places on this list solely due to his fighting abilities. Being born in the late 1880s, Wolverine has spent over 120 years fighting deadly threats such as Sabretooth, Omega Red, the Silver Samurai, and many others. Additionally, Wolverine participated in many wars throughout the years, including World War II alongside Captain America and his Howling Commandos. Due to his extensive lifespan, Wolverine has mastered virtually every form of hand-to-hand combat known on Earth throughout his years, as well as trained with a range of weapons including guns, blades, and explosives. His claws may be deadly, but so is his ability to fight without them, and that's why he places number 8 on this list. In 7th place, we have T'Challa, the King and Protector of Wakanda. As the Black Panther and Protector of Wakanda, T'Challa is enhanced by the heart-shaped herb, granting him accelerated strength, speed, durability, agility, stamina, and reflexes. The level of his enhancements are said to be equal to that of super soldier, such as Captain America or the Winter Soldier. T'Challa was groomed to be a warrior since birth and has practically mastered all forms of armed and unarmed combat from around the world. He is considered one of the best martial artists to have ever walked Earth and has gained the upper hand on other skilled opponents such as Wolverine, Iron Fist, and Captain America. T'Challa is also one of the smartest men in Marvel, comparing to characters such as Hank Pym, Tony Stark, and Reed Richards, which is extremely beneficial during his fight, allowing him to think strategically on the spot. T'Challa has a photographic memory and was recently crowned King of the Dead, allowing him to draw upon all the knowledge and experiences of previous Black Panthers and their fighting abilities along with it. Like many of the best fighters in Marvel, T'Challa is also a master acrobat, marksman, and hunter. Coming in at number 6, we have a member of the Inhuman royal family, Karnak. Unlike most of those who live on the inhuman island Atalan, Karnak does not possess any superhuman abilities as he decided not to go through with Terrigenesis, but instead went to a monastery to train his mind, soul, and body. Through his intense training and meditation, Karnak gained an extrasensory ability, allowing him to perceive stress points, fracture planes, and weak spots in objects and people, whether it be physical or mental. Karnak is also a great contortionist, capable of contracting his muscles and contorting into seemingly painful positions throughout his fights. Karnak is known for ending his fights extremely quickly or dealing with multiple opponents at once, with his extrasensory ability allowing him to disable opponents with only one hit. Karnak is known to be the greatest fighter of the Inhuman race and has easily beaten the likes of Black Widow, Iron Man, and the Human Torch, as well as folk characters such as Daredevil, Taskmaster, Black Panther, and Mantis all at once. Moving into our top 5 now, we have the man out of time, Captain America. The version of Captain America I will be talking about is the first iteration of the character, Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers has stated himself that he is adept in every form of martial arts known to man, but often utilizes boxing, defendu, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, aikido, and karate. Having trained under many mentors for years, Rogers has managed to implement different fighting practices alongside his gymnastic skills to create new forms of combat that match both his strength and speed. I wouldn't usually focus heavily on weaponry. However, it is Steve Rogers' fighting abilities and training in precision that makes his legendary shield so deadly. Rogers uses the shield like an extension of his body and has been shown to eliminate threats and block incoming attacks within seconds. Cap is also capable of throwing the shield with almost perfect aim, enabling him to estimate its hit and rebound down to a millimeter. Like I mentioned with T'Challa earlier, Steve is also an outstanding tactician and strategist, allowing him to adapt immediately to changing circumstances as well as plan in advance for larger threats. Cap is also helped in a fight due to his enhanced physiology, granting him peak human strength, speed, durability, agility, and reflexes. However, the one thing that I think makes Cap one of the greatest fighters in Marvel is his indomitable will and stubbornness to back down from any fight, no matter the odds he faces. Coming in at number 4, we have the Greek assassin Elektra. Elektra does not possess any superhuman abilities. However, her fighting capabilities and weapon proficiency makes her a worthy opponent for many characters in the Marvel Universe. Elektra is experienced in many martial arts originating from China, Thailand, and Japan, and whilst many of them are unstated, she often uses ninjutsu, aikido, kendo, and karate throughout her appearances. Like her fighting styles, Elektra also specializes in Chinese and Japanese weaponry, in particular the Okinawan Sai, which her character is known for in the comics. Other weapons Elektra often uses includes katanas, daggers, a 3-section staff, and shurikens, also known as throwing stars. Although not superhuman, Elektra is in peak physical condition and is considered an Olympic-level gymnast, swimmer, and runner. It could be said Elektra has enhanced reflexes and speed, as she was shown slicing through a bullet from Black Widow in very close range. Elektra has been trained by 3 of the most notable mentors in the Marvel Universe, including Stick, members of the Chaste, and the Hand, so we can definitely say she is someone you don't want to pick a fight with. In 3rd place, we have another character trained by Stick, the Devil of Hell's Kitchen, aka Daredevil. Like many others on this list, Daredevil is a master martial artist and well educated in the functioning of the human body, enabling him to paralyze limbs or the whole body of his opponents. In the past, he has been shown to disable his opponent's eyesight and speech and could possibly know the pressure point for inducing death if he was not such a devout Catholic. Daredevil tends to utilize more fighting styles than many fighters in the Marvel Universe, fighting in a very balanced and harmonious way. Primarily, Daredevil combines boxing, ninjutsu, jiu-jitsu, aikujitsu, sabat, taekwondo, kung fu, judo, krav maga, silat, karate, capoeira, eskrima, aikido, and Greco-Roman wrestling. Daredevil has faced many of Marvel's best fighters to standstills, including Black Panther, Taskmaster, Iron Fist, Karnak, Captain America, Sabretooth, Winter Soldier, Deadpool, and Wolverine. Many people may see Daredevil's blindness as a huge weakness of the character, especially when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. However, Daredevil's blindness has given him supersensory abilities such as sonar and radar sense, as well as superhuman hearing. This makes it extremely difficult for Daredevil's opponents to sneak up on him and also gives Daredevil an advantage in anticipating the moves of his opponents immediately. Additionally, Daredevil's superhuman hearing allows him to hear the breathing patterns of his opponents, which he can use to his advantage. His radar and sonar sense enables him to fight in extremely difficult situations, for example, fighting in complete darkness. Daredevil is a master acrobat, athlete, and gymnast, and is often seen using forms of parkour as he leaps from building to building above Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil is also known for his weapon proficiency, with extensive knowledge and training in swords, chain weapons, stick and staff weapons, combat knives, projectiles, bows, and even firearms. Daredevil has received very similar training to Elektra and fought her countless times. However, I had to place him slightly higher on this list, as I feel his blindness works in his favour, forcing him to use his training and senses rather than rely on eyesight as many other fighters such as Elektra do. Coming in second place, we have the dragon fighting and chi controlling Iron Fist. Many people have taken on the Iron Fist mantle in the past, with Danny Rand being the most notable. However, today I'm going to be talking about Orson Randall, as he is believed to have slightly greater fighting skills than Danny. Like many on this list, Orson Randall has peak human strength, speed, agility, reflexes, durability, and stamina, as well as environmental adaptation. Like all Iron Fists, Orson Randall is trained in all Kunlun martial arts, as well as that of Earth martial arts. Randall's training in Kunlun practices gives him an advantage over other great fighters, as it is one of the lost cities of heaven, meaning practically no one has trained in their specific fighting styles. The Iron Fist has near complete control of his nervous system, allowing him to deaden himself to pain and continue fighting against hard-hitting opponents. Unlike most fighters on this list, Orson Randall's Iron Fist often wields two twin handguns, using his chi to create powerful ammo for the weapons. Iron Fist's use of chi energy is what places him so high on this list, especially in combination with his fighting skill. Randall is able to channel his chi energy to create an Iron Fist capable of striking with superhuman impact and force, whilst making his hand impervious to pain and injury. Additionally, Randall is able to use his chi energy for healing himself or others, which can be extremely beneficial in a fight. Essentially, the Iron Fist doesn't need any weapons, as his body is his weapon, although this version does prefer to use handguns for harsher effect. Now, before I move on to our number one choice, I want to give some honourable mentions. So, topping off this list, we have the master of Kung Fu himself, Xiang Qi. Now, don't let the name fool you. He may be the master of Kung Fu, but he is also a master in various other forms of martial arts, in particular Chinese practices. Xiang Qi has been shown to defeat multiple highly skilled fighters and superhumans in Marvel, with Nick Fury, Black Panther, and the Iron Fist himself stating that Xiang Qi is the better fighter between him and the Iron Fist. Xiang Qi is very well versed in gymnastics and is capable of using his Qi to a certain extent, which allows him to greatly increase his physical strength. Xiang Qi also has impressive reflexes and speed, having been shown to dodge bullets and catch weapons thrown at him by enemies before throwing the weapons back. Xiang Qi is extremely proficient in Chinese Jian swords, butterfly swords, staves, and single or double nunchucks. Xiang Qi has a great intellect and is capable of using objects around him as deadly weapons, such as metal pipes and even tree trunks. He is capable of throwing ranged weapons with pinpoint accuracy and locating pressure points on a person to either incapacitate, paralyze, severely injure, or even kill a person. When compiling this list, it was hard to decide who should be in the number one spot, as the capabilities of comic characters often depend on what the writers need from them. However, after looking at a range of opinions, lists, and Marvel Wikia, I think it is safe to say that Shang-Chi is the ultimate fighter in the Marvel Universe, and hopefully we will get to see some of his great fighting skills in the 2021 Shang-Chi film. So, that's going to do it for this top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed this video and have thoughts of your own. As always, give this video a like and leave all your thoughts for this and future top 10 lists down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.